Hey, what's going on, guys? Joe with OMGRC here. So today they take the Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat from Kyosho and we let it eat on 3S. Now, I want to forewarn everybody too that's bought one of these or is looking to buy one of these. Keep in mind, I called Kyosho, I called my rep, and they're like, I wouldn't really run it on the 3S. I said, well, I looked at the electronic speed controller and it says 2 to 3S Lipo. Okay, if you're gonna manufacture a part and it says that when you tear it apart and you're like, well, this says 2 to 3S. All right, I don't know what the motor's capable of doing. How hard, I don't know as far as the electronic speed controller too. Keep in mind, this thing is under a piece of plastic. There's very little to no ventilation for this poor little electronic speed controller. So by doing this, well, that thing's gonna die in a short time underneath that piece of plastic. Really, I'm gonna probably take it out of that piece of plastic and move it on the exterior. Yeah, it doesn't look as clean, but I don't care because the body top is what covers it up and we're not worried about that part. Anyway, so that's what's up with that. So I'll let you guys know. But you'll be surprised how fast this thing goes on a 3S. I was surprised. It's brushed motor. So stay tuned for that right now.
Definitely.
Whoa, 37 miles an hour. Not bad at all. Dang. Heck yeah, man. 37 miles an hour. There you go. Yeah, on a brushed system. All right, so running on 3S, I don't know what happened, but I only have rear wheel drive, so. Okay, so after that run, you saw it. 37 miles an hour. That was with a pretty decent sized phone that was sitting in there too, as you saw. Kyosho, they said, don't run it on the 3S like I said in the very beginning. And, well, here's the deal. There was an issue, I believe, in the very beginning of me running this car straight out of the box, that it was making a noise, and I was like, I don't know what it is. I couldn't find it. It was like a click, 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 click noise, and I thought almost like a piece of paper was on the drive shaft. That's another thing I'll go over as well. So I was like, whatever. And then of course, once I put a 3S Lipo, even though Kyosho was like, don't put a 3S Lipo in there, and the electronic speed controller says 2 to a 3S Lipo, that electronic speed controller is very dinky anyhow. It's a small little electronic speed controller, so you're running a little bit of juice through it. Anyway, I don't know how it's going to do because it is underneath the plastic and there's no ventilation on that part, so she will overheat pretty quick, I'm sure, on that electronic speed controller. But when I was running it, I lost the front differential, so I only had rear wheel drive, and I was like, and that was after just like 2 passes. I can pretty much guarantee whatever was making the noise before when I was running on a 2S didn't affect it as much until once I put that 3S in there, because that thing wanted to go. That was the deciding factor right there that just pretty much did it in with the front. So if I just turn the wheels here, nothing happens. So I'm gonna go ahead and tear that apart because I'm not gonna make it another segment of the video. Let's find out what happened with this thing. Alright guys, so I made a video and I sent it over to Kyosho just letting them know like, hey, something's up here, I think I'm missing something. And by the looks of it, they're like, okay, yep, you're missing a bearing. And so there should be 2 bearings that are on here. And there's not, there was only just the one. And let me show you here. So you can kind of see, that's the instructions. So you saw that one little piece that I have. And, well, yeah, I'm missing a bearing. That pin was spinning around in here. So if you look at it, you can see like, anyway, right in here, it's very, oh, that's where a bearing would sit. Yeah. This side here, yeah, not so much. So there's like another channel that's sitting in there. I think what happened was that pin, since there was no bearing, it was sitting there and it was spinning in this thing and it was just grinding it up, because there are some pieces of plastic that you can see in here that are in the actual grease. So more than likely that channel did look nice like that, and well, now it doesn't. And the only bummer part about it is that this is one whole complete piece of plastic or chassis. But what I'll need to do, hopefully if I just grind that, you know, just even with a razor blade or something like that, clean that channel back up again, and that way I can put the new bearing in there and I should be okay. That's the idea behind all that. Anyway, also I just want to kind of point out as that if by chance, I'm going to back this off here a little bit, is that the one over on my left as far as the drive shaft, that one is the old FAZER drive shaft. The one on my right, or on your right as well, is the new drive shaft that came out of this HELLCAT. So just in case you're like, oh, well, let me go ahead and get one of those aluminum ones. Yeah, it's not the same length. And it definitely has a different style that's on there as well. So this is the old one and this is the new one. Just in case you guys were wondering about that. You know, as far as the pinion gear and the spur gear, the pinion gear in here is plastic. It's kind of eye-opening, like, really, it's a plastic one? I mean, does it make any difference on there right now? No. It's just, you know, they're cutting corners, I guess, on that part. It's a 32 tooth pinion gear. As far as that spur gear, or I don't know what it is exactly right this second offhand. But anyway, just want to kind of show you that, guys. So that's what's up. And I'm just waiting for that gear, or that bearing. But once I get that, then I'll go ahead and reassemble. I might have a bearing here or whatever anyway. But they're going to ship me one, so that's cool. Anyway, it was just a QC error, and hopefully the chassis is okay. I can clean that up and put another bearing in it. Anyway, just want to let you know about that one. But really, overall, this car is pretty awesome. That you can do 37 miles an hour on a brushed motor, but again, it's not really designed for a 3S Lipo, but if you want to kind of just do it for the heck of it, you can run it on a 3S for a little bit, maybe. Anyway, that's it for now. Definitely, if you're new here, consider subscribing. Also, check out OMGRC for all your hobby goodness. Until next time, this is Joe with OMGRC. You guys take care. Thank you for watching.